It's bigger than you. Every mountain's bigger than you. Yeah, I could surf a 100-foot wave and shatter that record. But those records and those ascents are not going to be relevant if no one else can go ride those same waters. If my niece and nephews can't do it, then all I've done is just put another tack on my ego. I'd rather be known for opening more doors for people than for how many mountains I climbed or how big of the wave I surfed. You're getting the carabiners, you're getting your screws, you're getting your screws, you're getting lockers, you're getting your lockers, you're getting the bolts, you're getting the bolts, you're getting the cams, you're getting the cams.
You don't forget anything.
Exactly, so it goes like... When it comes to that level of external validation or legacy that is built upon performance, I'm not really into it. If you run and do all of the highest summits, these climbs, these ascents, the biggest wave, what's next? Violence was around us, but I think at that time as a kid, you don't know what you don't know. You kind of are surrounded by it, but you don't really have the context to really understand what's happening. Looking back retrospectively, it was pretty much a blessing that my mom got us all out of there and none of us ever went to jail. I didn't experience the outdoors until I got to live with my grandparents later on. I remember it deeply because my mom and my grandmother were super concerned that I was going up to the North Shore. And I shouldn't have been going up there to I'm just gonna paddle out. And then I would go hiking up Diamond Head or other parts of Hawaii, and then that was just doing it to meditate and just be away from the noise and just go deeper inside. I've never had someone take me along. My appetite and my desire to learn kept it on that trajectory. I was drawn to it because it just made me feel peaceful and safe. You don't really hear anything out there. When a wave is coming, it is euphoric when you're riding it. I never saw another African climber until I went to Africa to climb Kilimanjaro. Then I didn't see another African American until after George Floyd.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
It was an interesting change of events that pushed the world to see what we were lacking within that space. Not just in the outdoor community, but I think across all humanitarian perspectives, and we had to reflect on that. So I didn't see anyone that looked like me until after that event. I'm not saying they didn't exist, they just weren't given a platform to be spotlighted and given the microphone to be on that stage and articulate their journey. Do more in that space than take a photo on top of a mountain. Stand on the issues that community is dealing with, listen to them, versus standing on top of a mountain to take a selfie or photo. I met Dom. Dom is my climbing partner, and he is an amazing sport climber.
Ah! Okay. Climbing with Andrew, it's rad.
You got it.
Seeing his progression since the first day that we met to today, it's so great, It's what we do it for. There was this turning point where myself, I had been in the outdoor space for a few years without much support. All of a sudden, I was seeing more Black athletes popping up on my social media channels, just talking about what they're feeling, what they're going through. Got a lot to be proud of. Hey, let's have fun.
Always.
Wow. Look over the freaking kingdom. From that sparked this network of climbers of color coming together and being there for one another. And within our community, that's been absolutely amazing. It's been a blessing.
I know that this climb is within my, abilities, so I'm not really too afraid of it.
With anything, you have to learn how to evolve. Now's the time in rock climbing, or just in the outdoor space as a whole.
I think you find your voice in the arena or the audience, like especially social media now and everything's amplified, it's very noisy and loud. And over time, you kind of have that confidence within what you're feeling to go back into the next round when the bell rings and do what you are here to do and have that confidence to do it.
My story is someone who stumbled upon a sport and leaned into it completely, used it to learn more about myself, the world around me, but then also to give back. A big lesson that I've learned that Andrew has helped me realize is that go where you are wanted, not where you are tolerated. And I feel like within this space, there's a lot of times where you can see what the cool or the strong people are doing and try to be buddy-buddy and fit in with them. But what feels so much better is being with a group of people who you get and just gets you.
It was a great time.
The ocean will always give you what you need to grow, every time. And the rock is always mirroring back to you what you are. So if you're afraid, it's gonna tell you you're afraid. If you're confident in your movements, it's gonna show you you're confident in your movements.
If we can continue opening the doors for others so they can take where we left off and take that even further, that's good for our community and for our culture.
If I'm gonna do this to the best of my abilities in my lifetime, I should be doing it to where the next person that comes in is gonna be way better than me at it.